Hey, you alright? Been out here a while.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure, you don't seem fine. Does that seem fine to you?
Yeah. I don't understand. It's been working fine for like 5 years, and all of a sudden just stops.
3 days before it needs to get exhaust, and suddenly nothing. It's completely dead.
So please, just don't start. Don't start.
So that was a little dramatic, but that's Hollywood for you, baby. I genuinely have no idea what happened here. Nothing. About 2 weeks ago, I started it, had it running for the first time this year. I shut it down, went to start it again, and it just started kind of hard. It probably is just the starter, well, fingers crossed, but I just haven't had time to really dive into it, and I literally have 3 days before the exhaust appointment that I've been waiting for. And who takes a car that doesn't run to an exhaust appointment? That's... yeah. Let's put this thing up in the air and see if we can figure out what the heck is going on. Great. I don't know if I can reach you. No. What's kind of bad about this is that I can't really reach any of that wiring. And I don't see anything. It could be something here. It could be something here. It could be the starter. I can't get my hand up there to get to the wiring that looks a little crusty. I don't think that's going to be really any easier than just dropping this starter out. So I may as well do that to kill sort of 2 birds, 1 stone. I can check to see if the starter's any good. It is original. Well, it's dangling in front of my face. So hopefully this thing doesn't come down and rearrange my face. Ow! We'll keep those close by. See, this is almost as easy, and I can get a better look. All that looks fine. Got this grounded to the chassis, and my ground's stuck right there. So in theory, if we touch just the power, well, maybe. There we go. We have power to it, so what I can do is jump between the terminals here and see if we can even get this thing to spin. Yeah. Nothing. Probably should have unhooked the battery at this point, but you know. It's 11:32, in case you were wondering. Oh, you. There. Not even an attempt. No, nothing. This is for a Chevy. This is a little different than the Pontiac one. At least give you an idea of what you're looking to do. Ground it. I just touch these. See, that's what we should be seeing on this guy. It's the original starter though, so it's 51 years old. The car did sit before this for many, many years. Makes sense why it's probably no good anymore. No. Come on. New starter came, but I have 1 day, well, actually less than 1 day. From Summit, Power Master. It was like $170 or something like that. You know, looks good. I mean, it's a new starter. What else what else can I say? It still weighs 22 pounds, 21 pounds? 21 pounds. By the way, if you're going to build any kind of performance car, 10 pounds off the nose of your car is a pretty big deal. You don't realize how much old school brakes or starters or things like that really weigh. Big girl's heavy. Let's get this in because we don't have a lot of time to diagnose other issues if we have other issues. I hope we don't. Let's see, do I remember? Right side's purple. This is purple. So it goes on the S terminal. Try not to swallow that. Cool, if that doesn't fit. And this big guy right here comes straight from the battery, which I should have unhooked. I didn't, still. Like that, which is really, really awkward. You don't realize how heavy 20 pounds is until you start getting old. I gotta figure this dude out because it will not fit on its lug. It won't fit. What will I do? I'll probably just drill it. No, will I drill it? Probably just drill it out. Just kidding. Let's do work. We don't got time for this. Let me go ahead and beat you to the punch. If you make fun of Ryobi, whatever, I don't have $9 million to sink into tools. 2, yeah, I probably should be cutting this end off and all the tools to do that 15 feet that way. I just want to make life difficult, okay? Let me make things hard on myself. God. Say whatever you want. That was still way quicker than redoing the wiring on this. I don't know if we'll need a shim. It didn't actually have a shim before, but of course I'm gonna ignore that completely. This is why a third hand, being a mutant, would be great. Oh no. Just to show you how this has been going. It's gone. Stop fighting me. We have literally 12 hours. Are you... She's in. And all buttoned up. Hopefully it does something more than it did before. Hey! If you didn't notice, I'm still working on the interior a little bit. Yeah, all right. Okay. Come on, man. Ooh. Whew. Yeah. It'll get exhaust. I don't want to brag, but it is a Pontiac, and it hasn't been started for about a week now, and it fires right up. You know, quadrajet, quadra junk, okay. Tune it right, you'll be fine. All you quadrajet haters out there, this car had been sitting for about a week. Actually, it's been almost 2 weeks now. It's 51 degrees out. If you tune it right, it works. Aside from that, it didn't need a shim. It went in super easy. It bolted right up. No drama, really, as far as putting it in there and it working so far. I think we're still on to get the exhaust put on literally in a day. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, so please. And yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment some things down below, or you just want to say I'm an idiot. That's totally cool. Anyway, next time you see this car, it'll sound way better, I hope. So yeah, fingers crossed.